Previously on Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth.
Ah, you're too fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Come back! Come back! You can't catch me, Gumshoe. Sir, please!
Aha! Aha! Sorry. It really tickles me for some reason. I'm sorry, hold on a second. And now back to Edgeworth noises. Hello! This is NicoB, back with some more Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Or, in that order somehow. Anyway, when we last left off, we began our journey with Miles Edgeworth, the sexy motherfucker with a freaking cravat. You guys were so, I love how excited. So you guys are super excited when you're like, oh my God, Nico said cravat instead of neck scarf. Ah! Oh, that's right. I used to call it that, right? I'll go back to calling it neck scarf again. No. It made me laugh. But yes, now, so far the gameplay isn't too different. I mean, we have like the logic thing now, and I can move. I have legs. And I'm curious how this next part's gonna go. I mean, I'm a prosecutor, right? So am I battling another prosecutor? How are we gonna do this? I don't know if it's like I'm gonna be a temporary defense attorney or something, but let's see. Edgeworth is thinking, how is this next part gonna play out? March 14th, 4:18 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. What is with that prosecutor? I can't believe how Rudy was. It was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir. You'll see. You'll see.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir.
True. Oh, fuck. I failed. So then, what now?
So my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
I swear to God, Maggie, can you go like one game without being framed for murder?
I don't think so.
Seriously, like, can you like go anywhere without shit happening to you? Do not despair, Miss Bird, for I, Edgeworth, will save you. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway. Really, sir? Yes. For example, I need to go buy myself a sandwich, for I am hungry. Oh my God, you're right, sir. We must go to the sandwich place.
But sir!
Shut up! Edgeworth needs his filling. No! I need my hoagie! For example, this hallway. The linchpins of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. Maybe I won't even go to court in this game. Maybe this is all just outside of it, and like, when I figure it out, they like fall to the ground and go, no, you're right, I did it. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door. Oh, begin my investigation again. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. Yes. Oh, are you gonna follow me too? Am I running? I feel like I'm running more slowly than I was before. What? What in the fuck is this? Wow, we are, wow, oh my God, no way. Ah! Oh my God, Max Payne. Oh my God, stop throwing things at me, game. It's too much to take in. All right, first let's comment on this. Why the fuck is there a basketball hoop in the prosecutor's office? And second of all, what are you doing here? Ah, you thought you could escape the game without me? Guess again, stupid. It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. Oh, that's right. I guess we're friends now because we work at the same place, and that's how it works. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post haste. Must find, punish, and kill the killer. Sounds like a messy case you got your hands on. Why is it? Are you serious, game? You're not even gonna acknowledge what my real name is, gonna call me prosecutor? I have a name, you know. It's Max Payne. I can make time go in slow motion and shoot bullets and have birds fly around me while I do it. If you ever feel lost or need my advice, my door is always open. How gracious, I'll keep your offer in mind and never fucking use it. Who the fuck is this guy? Jeez, what a loser. I heard that, you said it out loud. I know, I meant to say it out loud. What's up, bitch? Is everything all right? Yes, sir, you must know I weighed myself this morning and finally hit 154 pounds. What? You're talking to me like I know you. You're nothing but a plebeian, a peasant. Die, peasant! I will poke you to death.
Sir!
Ooh, you like that, don't you? I look kind of like I'm waving my finger across your nipple.
It's because you are, sir.
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room.
Oh, everything's okay, sir.
Word of advice, stay focused, or you may start to lose even more weight.
What does that mean, sir?
What in the fuck is a basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. Oh, are you serious? Oh, by the way, you guys brought up Jacques Portsman is supposed to be a joke of jock sportsman. I get it. Because yeah, he's obviously like some Olympian or something. Jock isn't spelled J-O-C-K, like a sports jock. Already else play soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. Oh my god. And not a single one of those sports suitable to be played in a hallway. What? Look at this thing. What is a basketball dude doing here? How did I not notice this till now? Did this guy like just move here? Hey, didn't this used to be just the outside? Just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it! I heard that it wouldn't fit the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
Yes, it was me. It was me. The one down in the corner.
All the way up to the 12th floor. Oh my god. This office. 1203, 12. Hey, Maggie! Maggie! Ah!
Oh my god! Yes, sir, what?
Whose room is this again? Maggie!
It's Mr. Portsman, sir.
So he's my new neighbor, I see. So as he moved in while I was way overseas. Can I go in here? Hello? No, I guess I can't. Maggie, tell me something useful. Why are you wearing a blue Badger shirt? Tell me where I could buy one right now. Tell me now. Ah! So wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this... This is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth, and then I get fucked afterwards.
No. Yes, the first part's right, but not that last part. Again, let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my nose to her through the present button. Okay. Key. Behold! So when did you discover the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. I was just sitting there on the ledge where their security's room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Okay, from 1 a.m. until 2:30 a.m. Into my logic hole you go. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
Oh, it's not like that, sir. You always keep the key further inside the room away from the window.
Always, you say, except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I had left it sitting out on the ledge.
She used the master key. Why? Tell me why now. Actually, tell me about the victim first. Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
That sounds like fun. Just once I'd love to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman.
Oh my god. I can just imagine him being a giant douche, like, I'm gonna dunk on you, bitch. Boom! Just shatters the fucking backboard. Game. Shock.
All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
Second that, I don't think I'd fit in all that well with them. What do you mean by use the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten this key. I must put my hat on before I salute, sir. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
What is it?
That's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key.
Oh my god, I swear to god, if you say it's Jock Sportsman, what the fuck?
It was Mr. Portsman, sir!
Oh my God, really? How far was your head up your ass that it took you that long to remember that? Wow. I mean, that guy who was just questioning you and accusing you of murder earlier. Wow. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird. Quickly, quickly. There's no time. Actually, tell me about yourself first.
But I thought you wanted...
No, I want to know more about you. Forget what I said 5 seconds ago. Miss Maggie Bird, correct? I tell you that you are an acquaintance of the detective. Damn right, we get giggity, sir. We get giggity all over the place. In the hallway, out the lobby, in your office. Wait, what was that? Oh, nothing, sir. Nothing at all. Don't worry, I'll make sure to clean up afterwards. Oh, stop. No. Don't tell me anymore. No, stop it. I'm gonna need to fully sanitize my office now. She was under my supervision back when she was still in the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder. Things started going downhill, so she quit. By something going downhill, I mean everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong.
But a lot to Detective Gumshoe introduced me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
What? And you survived?
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I've even managed to be named a criminal 18 times just when I become a security guard.
So let's go through in one lifetime. Sucks to be you. Good thing that didn't happen to me, because I'm Edgeworth, and I'm awesome.
I know, and just when I thought I finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird, nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. I'll ask it returns your cooperation.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my God! Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want Gumshoe anymore. You're my new love interest.
No thanks.
You count on me. I'll do all I can to help.
Horny eyes.
It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office keys, so he came down to security, sir.
And that's when you loaned the master key to him.
No, wait, it's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone.
Hey, baby, give me your master key.
I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see. And then what happened after that?
Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. You used to unlock and lock Mr. Portsman's office. All right.
Talk about suspicious. What are the odds?
Pretty fucking slim, Detective Gumshoe. I know you can say that and you've never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough investigation of Mr. Portsman's door. I was doing that earlier, but it wouldn't let me do it. Ring around the basketball, pockets full of basketballs. Fuck it. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny of this door. Maybe it's not even really a door. Just a picture of a door painted on another door. Door is locked tight.
I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's the office of a high prosecutor, Detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them.
Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar can get in. Like, that little weenie kid from the other game.
Yeah, whatever his name was. I don't know. He always was like, he made noises like that, which is not nearly as cool as my noises, my Edgeworth noises. Are you okay, sir? Sorry, I think I had a seizure. That must be who our culprit is. Oh wait,
That must be who our culprit is.
But I realize you turn that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from. I see a number. Room 1203, take this Mr. Portsman's office.
Yeah, you get mistaken because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me, Mr. Portsman had actually wanted 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupied, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202? There was something in the safe, wasn't there?
Not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday's December 2nd.
Yep, that's gotta be it. I can think of another reason why.
I can think of at least 3. Why am I even wasting time thinking about this? Why am I wasting time with these idiots? A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. Mahogany. Mahogany. Now that's a man's wood. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. It is truly a man's wood.
Hard, long, truly solid. You know what we should do someday, Gumshoe? You and I should cross woods.
You're right, sir. That would be amazing.
Yes, I hear you. How things going on?
Shut up, Maya. Stay locked up in that safe.
I can't breathe. I need horny things to fill me.
It's kind of majestic, too. Fits in really well with the ambience of the prosecutor's office. Mr. Portman seems dignified just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, he seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work can also be dignified.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, is that something? What is that? Oh, no, that's the hoop.
It's Mr. Portsman basketball hoop.
I can't believe you put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office.
But you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here.
How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost?
I don't know where I am anymore.
Can I connect these thoughts? Master Key was stolen and went missing between this time. He was used to unlock 130. So there's 30-minute time there where there could be a connection, right? So let's try it. Connect the dots! Yeah! Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal. I mean, sir.
Ha! You've been hanging around Gumshoe too much. You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Yeah, okay.
Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I totally forgot all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right, it was around that very time I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended? What are you, 5?
Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door, then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Ooh, goody, except the door is locked, right? The door is locked, so let's look at it now. Door's locked tight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, maybe not. Oh, I can deduce. Deduce! This spot's somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold. Here we go. There's someone, so it could not lock up. Eureka! Savari! There's a contradiction between reality and the evidence. What Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
You know, you're right. Oh my God!
Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means, what, sir?
Means that he actually does have the key to his office. Or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one. Oh, clever girl. I mean, guy. He moved the basketball hoop next to the Edgeworth store to make it look like, to make Maggie think immediately, oh, this must be his door because it has the basketball hoop outside of it, right?
She opened a different door, but how can you prove that?
There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is logic. Examine these. Prints on the master door. Prints on the master key. Prints on the doorknob. Prints on the number plate. It'd be on the doorknob, right? I'm not sure how it would be on the number plate, but I guess. The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Hey, you! Yeah, you, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So, what'd you find out?
There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective. Sir, I found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Face prints on this doorknob. Ah, there we are. Okay. So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. I thought of it, I don't know, I figured it would be hard to tell because, I mean, people touch doorknobs all the fucking time, you know? It'd be hard to tell, like, whose prints were where, because it was, like, you know, covered all over it, but okay.
Huh? I'm lost, sir.
Think logically, a certain other person's print should be on this doorknob as well. Now, whose print should also be on this doorknob? Me! No! You! Take that! Oh, wait, hey, I still do, I say that too! Hey, that was my thing! I say Eureka and take that! That's even better. I'm twice as better than you, Phoenix. Damn you, Edgeworth, my arch nemesis, who I also love. You find it these prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent.
You mean?
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. Bum bum bum. What have we here? Could it be a little doodle piece of paper? Or still I've suspected every suspicious target. Do I feel the need to say that every time?
Okay, yes, I see it.
What is this?
Look at that scrap paper. I'll get it, sir.
Let's see.
Well, there's something written on it.
Looks like a note from the victim. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later, buddy. Okay. Sounds like he was, when we saw the scene before, Jacques was saying how, you know, I must get rid of all the evidence, right? Sounds like he was trying to hide evidence of something that had happened. So I'm guessing that when he asked Buddy to bring him evidence, it was evidence again that pointed to him, and they didn't realize it.
Yeah, it's for Mr. Sportsman.
And a basketball. This is basketball property of Mr. Portsman.
Yes, sir. He's always ready for a match.
Basketball, soccer, dodgeball, and tennis. It doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game. Well, I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball. I'm still fighting.
That isn't the point you should be focusing on, Mr. Detective.
Right, sir. Now I know what I should be focusing on. Bam, Mr. Sportsman. So I want you to teach him to clean his toys after he's done playing.
I think we've reached the end of this conversation. And this friendship.
What? You're telling me I was your friend at some point?
Nah, not really. What's this?
What are you looking at, sir?
I kind of clicked there, but I didn't even realize the little square it's usually sitting on, it's off center.
What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game?
That's okay, Detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir.
Wow, really? Seriously? It seems like one of those things that anyone who put this thing back would have immediately noticed. You know? Like, okay, let's make sure I put it back in the exact spot it was in. How about in the big square that's on the floor? Nah, I'm just gonna put it off center from the square. I mean, come on! Aren't I looking at the floor, for God's sakes? I guess shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk! Oh, you just got dunked on! Position of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I better take note of this. Into the files you go. Let's talk more about this mahogany door.
Yes, let's talk more about the wood. I love wood. I love it so much.
Okay, calm the crap down. I won't rest till I've inspected every suspicious. How many times am I gonna say that?
Sir, are you okay? You seem to be repeating yourself a lot.
Gumshoe, I swear to God, I am never gonna stop until I've looked at every dang cranny of this place.
Sir, wake up, sir.
Oh, there's the missing book.
Isn't that the missing 0 file, sir?
No doubt about it, no doubt it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing. Or they took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So what are these 0 files about, sir?
Why would he take it? Why would he remove it outside the office? Why would he just find it in there and then put it back?
I guess they got something worth stealing in them, huh?
Not particularly, it's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine.
Huh?
They belong to the high prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
Then that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right?
Duh! Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing. I
wonder why anyone would care about such an old case.
It's about to be reopened. Let's sit in this chair. Well-crafted, high-quality sofa. For visitors, the stitching is excellent.
During a luxury waiting area, these babies are also great for napping, you know.
You would sleep even out here, Detective? In a hallway.
Of course, I don't have a home. I live out in the streets. Whatever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends the same way, me getting introduced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful?
Maybe I should give it a try sometime. Envision myself winning, naturally. Oh, hey, look! It's my badge!
What the hell are you doing? Oh my god, no. You've been haunted by Phoenix Wright's spirit! He's possessed you! Prosecutor's badge, isn't it? It's proof that you're really a prosecutor.
Interesting. Despite all appearances, she seems to know more than Gumshoe.
With that badge, even I could be a professional prosecutor. Sir, may I please try that on just for a little bit?
I don't think that'd be a very good idea, do you?
I guess not.
On second thought, they're actually on the same level. No wonder they're perfect for each other. I checked my door. By the way, I just want to mention, I won't rest until I've investigated every nook and doodly of my thing-a-dingers.
What?
Hold to, these 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops, hey, these number plates slide right out, sir.
They have to be able to take the plates off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although, the idea that this can be so easily removed is kind of... Oh. I see. Okay, so she didn't just move the basketball hoop, he also moved the number plates. Gotcha. So to make it even less obvious. I don't see any signs of forced entry.
According to the guard, no signs of the lock was picked either, sir.
And the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob?
Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wipe the thing.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. I see. Oh, there we go. All diddly done. Bugging around in this hallway is actually paying off quite handsomely.
How so, sir? I haven't learned anything.
That's because you're an idiot, Gumshoe. In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, God, you're amazing!
I mean, come on, this is the beginning. Not really. This is a fucking tutorial case. It's easy as balls. And as long as my logic is sound, then yes, I am awesome. And the master outman in this matter is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman? Who would have thunk it?
How about everybody in the whole fucking world? Except you.
I knew it. That's exactly what my logic says were telling me too. I expect it was him from the instant accused Maggie of being the killer, sir.
As anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Prepare! Edgeworth time! He's gonna kick the door open. Come with me, it's time to knock on Truth's door.
But that's your office, that's your door, sir.
Shut up, Gumshoe.
March 14th, 5:12 a.m. Prosecutor's office, room 1202.
Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the blood letter, sir. Oh my god. Oh god, stop moving your jacket around so much, sir. It scares me. Oh right, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Yeah. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Okay, looking good. What? Oh my god, you're really fast at reading, sir. You're amazing. Is there anything you can't do? Nope. You there, take good care of this.
All around my face. I'm okay.
Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe.
And in line for you, Portsman. We got you now.
Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay. You promise to stay out of our way. You denied your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job. I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. Your cowl! Your cowl! Ha ha! Whoever thought it would come to this? I'm gonna have to show off my massive pecs.
No, don't do that anymore, please.
Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was meant for Von Karma, right? Huh? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. There was always this incessant chatter about forced evidence with that guy. Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know. I'm too quick. Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. Because I'm Edgeworth. The only thing you should be using that mouth for is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Deeper! Either way, your gut game is up. Well, aren't we full of ourselves, even though you have yet to prove anything?
Bring it on, dude. Bring it on, Portsman.
I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how, may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. Aha, thumbs up.
Don't thumbs up me. Sorry, but we're not finished yet.
Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusation on something.
I'll show you what I'm basing my balls on with evidence. I'm gonna reboot your baboodle.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how you... I'm gonna ask you pros I unlocked the door and got in here.
Okay, I believe... Let's see. Over officer, stolen from the security office. Objection! Right here, baby! Oh, silly little nugget. I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less.
Objection! Wait, hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know.
Precisely, you were able to open my door without lifting a single little finger like I'm doing right now. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's right, you used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key. It was Gumshoe. No, wait, I mean it was Jock Sportsman. Oh wait, no, it's this person. Whatever the hell her name is. You made her do it. You had to ask Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes?
Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know?
The room you had Mr. Bird open at the time was not your own, was it?
What? Oh my God!
You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir.
Well, you are certainly wrong.
Check the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir.
See, Miss Bird backs up my story.
Yet, what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted?
Huh, and how do you suppose I did that?
By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right, they do slide out pretty easily.
Furthermore, you then decided to use one other thing to give a very strong impression that the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was that Mr. Portsman used to make Mr. Bird think it was his room? It was this piece of paper. No, the basketball hoop.
What the basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building, which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor. Oh my God! This freaked out face is so funny looking.
It's very true, sir, because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman.
Their signs of the hoop has been moved. To sit in front of my office to be sure.
I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture's a little off the racetrack.
All right, come at me, bro. Brosif.
Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. Haha.
So he tends to claim his innocence to the end, does he?
Ha. I am as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
Please calm down, for God's sakes. For I intend to show who is the only one truly covered in slime. Time to reboot. Okay, spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. I'm gonna press him on some of this, I think.
What were you doing in your office? Beating off, like I always do. I was doing my usual training regiment.
Training regiment? Were you going through your law books from start to finish?
Mainly batting practice and some weights. Oh, and a jog when I get the chance.
Do you do any actual work here? Wow, you must be the buffest prosecutor we have. Hey, I'm pretty buff too. You see me in the indoor pool, right? Oh yeah, it's true. Oh my God, you have such an amazing six-pack. Can't stop looking. Okay, that makes me feel better for some reason. Well, the weakest legal muscles, it would seem.
I was doing my usual workout, so.
Objection!
Ah, then why was the note left under your door, ding dong? That was a lie. What are you talking about? How was that a lie? This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It's left under your door. Did you not notice? Right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then where were you? What were you doing? Shall I explain in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room that you had Miss Bird open for you. That's just nonsense. You're nonsense. You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me. Oh, but I doodly do. I have very decisive evidence. No way! There's proof positive that you had Miss Bird open the door for you. Because there were no prints, right?
Take that!
Take that! I had your door dusted for prints. My door, huh? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right, I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Her prints? What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way, if she really was the one who opened your door, then her print should have naturally been on the doorknob she touched. Further, all of the prints on my honest doorknob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's been because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? Your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard some sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence them. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said, when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office.
And so what's so funny, pal?
Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor, as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me simply is too much to bear. There's nothing else like it in the world. What?
Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all and you even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already.
And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints. Well, I can readily confess that I wiped that doorknob down well.
Eh?
I'm a little obsessive compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched, which is why I wiped the doorknob as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there.
You made that up just now, didn't you?
Furthermore, as for the note that Jim left for me, do you know what exactly when that was? Well, we know he could have left it before I arrived at the office, like early evening, for example.
Are you saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway?
Hey, even Jesus failed at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that's no excuse.
That's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size.
But you can't prove that, can you?
Ah, fuck me. Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir.
Ah, fuck!
Or someone makes a good point. Can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it.
Besides, I have an airtight alibi.
Airtight, you say?
Only realized that I won just now as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner.
Oh, here we go again. You ain't got no alibi. You guilty.
Memory serves, you came back to the office at around 2 a.m., correct? It was then that you had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down at the criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi.
Do you really think it's that perfect?
Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself.
Take your gumshoe.
Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portman said. This guy's down in the criminal affairs, so they saw him around 2 a.m.
I think that was, like I said, I think that was somebody else, because otherwise, why would he be like shadowed like that?
You see? All the evidence points to him being the culprit, so there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Yeah! Mary serves you came back to the office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had an unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But exactly that time, I was down in the criminal affairs. Hold it! So you paid the criminal affairs department a visit. Yep, right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. Okay. So there was a corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Wow, really did. I pressed him on that, and I say like one thing. That was it. Usually goes into long, big dialogues. Not this time. Well, we did go and ask to confirm the testimony. Which is as I said, right?
Yes, sir. Number of detectives said they saw you at around that time.
See, I have the perfect alibi. And that's the ace I had up my sleeve. Arg!
Your alibi may seem perfect at first glance, but I know there's a hole in it somewhere. All you do is press him a little and see what I know what I'm doing. I am pressing.
You're correct, it was around 2 a.m. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time.
I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2.
Ooh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so get back to the office around 2.
Hold it, nugget face.
And it was as you say, however. Yes, however, you were the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me you saw?
It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Oh, come on, I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you?
Made it feel like I'm the one being interrogated here.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter, if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit.
Impossible, he actually does have a perfect alibi.
What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face?
Can you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we've reached the end of the line. It's time to get off this crazy train.
On a crazy train.
Yeah, that's right, Ozzy Osbourne, who just burst out of the floor suddenly. You there. Sir! Please escort the young lady out. But remember, be gentle.
Maggie! Oh wait, I mean, Maggie!
Detective Gumshoe, save me, sir!
I'm not even doing anything to you, just gonna ask you to leave.
Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn the situation around. To turn the beat around. My name's fucking Edgeworth. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help? Me cast doubt on his alibi. Sure, I met could not have been Portsmouth, then who could it have been? I need to calmly think this through one more time with logic powers. Yeah! Another handgun. There we go. This one and another handgun. It was another person entirely! Booyah! There were 2 bullets left in that scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life. And one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. the latter being much worse. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, meaning that it is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person, which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. Yes, the killer and his the victim and the killer weren't the only visitors to my office tonight. Yeah, logic. Okay, and then I guess just these 2. And I could rearrange my files twice. That's why, because it was another person here. Yeah! Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it, and once again after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back. Yeah! Mr. Portsmouth, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case.
Great, so you finally come to your senses.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir, what are you saying?
There's been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I assumed that the person who I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief.
A thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts?
Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight.
What do you mean 2?
As in more than 1. It explains why both my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office. Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Grrr! Me mad. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time.
So then this would be the file we're put back in the wrong order, right?
Correct, and then just as he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith.
But why did Mr. Faith come in your room, sir?
He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office, would be my guess.
Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right?
And he must have thought it was odd, so he came into the office to check it out.
Correct, and as a detective, that was the right thing to do. But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there. Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. Man, really? Because I think if I saw anyone snooping around in the dark of another person's office, even if he worked there, that would be suspicious to me. Like, oh, it's just this guy that works here. That's totally not suspicious at all. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then shot him right in the face. Booyah! In the face. He killed him. He sauced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. I am totally not looking guilty right now. Ooh, I love doing this. My finger smells like Cheetos, but I haven't had any Cheetos today. How very peculiar. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind. Oh, I see. Okay. The other person was the one that removed the book and left it outside.
You're sure complicated troublemaker, you know that?
Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another.
Visitor, sir?
Yes, this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Apparently tonight was just a great night to do it. Everybody comes steal from Edgeworth tonight. Now that even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. It was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize.
Oh.
Okay. I see. All right. I thought Portsman stole that because I thought he was trying to hide evidence, and I thought that's why he'd asked the other guy to bring him evidence. Okay, so this was the work of the other guy.
The stolen 0 file, right, sir?
Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
So the shell's getting messed up twice and the 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times.
Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief, and was not, in fact, Mr. Faith's killer. Your alibi for the time frame for which I ran to the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit.
What's so funny, pal?
Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything.
Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth after all.
But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Sure, supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right. It would indeed render my alibi, which is withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument, for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir!
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point.
Don't say that, sir.
I don't believe this. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must.
You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, then why isn't that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct.
Oh, we're still going. Okay. Part deuce.
The thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. I'd still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left.
So you think we should be out there looking for the thief?
Of course, now isn't the time to be wasting time on a dead-end discussions.
I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I found your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Okay, let's do this thing. No thing but a chicken wing. I think you're into should be real stuff, wouldn't you say? Hold it! Actually, no, I wouldn't.
Why not?
That's elementary, my dear ding-dong. The dying message, of course. Mr. Ray's killer very clearly left those letters on the spines of those files. And it was after they were on there, that the thief stole one of them.
You mean the zero file, right?
And that's how we also know that the letters themselves were a setup and not for Mr. Faith. If the thief was the killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves?
Maybe the killer just didn't think of that either. Yes, that must be it. Maybe. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs.
Hold it! Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith?
It's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits.
And what of the evidence he brought?
There were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant.
Okay. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. A gun and a pendant that are related to yesterday's case. A gun and a pendant?
Yes, this gun, which was the murder weapon, and this pendant, which belonged to the victim.
Why were you taking them to criminal affairs?
There was something in a past case file I wanted to compare these two to. But all this has nothing to do with this case right now. Anyway, I believe you'll find the long paper trail I left to be your satisfaction.
So matching up with what Detective Gumshoe found out. Oh, of course, he brought 2 items, but he said he had 3. Wrong! Wrong. Only 2. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail!
You failed! Excuse me?
You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me.
What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you.
Suck my balls, bitch. Here you go. Here's a piece I think you should read carefully.
Says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman.
I can't believe to get tripped up by simple arithmetic. Aha!
Now behold my big finger. I don't know why, but that looked kind of funny. Just because it sort of a brief animation of him pulling his arm up. So it's like, where is the missing piece of evidence? Tell me. I will poke you if you don't tell me.
It's.
You have it. You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe, frisk him good.
That's what I was made for, sir. You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe.
No, don't touch me. Wow, don't come any closer. I'm warning you. I know jujitsu.
And I know crazy. Get over here, bitch. It's all part of investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping me.
No!
Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir. VHS, the hell is that?
Despite you said, it would appear that you have something to hide.
Well, why would he have something like that?
There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person as himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. for the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. Let's fucking do it. Okay, and then zoom in. How do I do? Oh, there we go. Oh, the KG8 incident. KG8 incident. That's a
Police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case?
Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once over. Hello!
Ah, that's blood, isn't it?
Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. His blood is still fresh. Oh, I see. Because then it would have meant that he had the, he was coming to give him the evidence, right? I guess.
You mean this might be Detective Face blood?
No! No, you got it all wrong.
I don't know why he just wouldn't wipe it off, though. Huh. No amount of denial could save you, but we have to run blood tests to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now, will you tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video?
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was that the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him?
You know very well there's no way to prove that.
Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would likely belong to you, to the murderous you and Mr. Faith.
No, impossible.
Why wouldn't he just wipe the blood off?
Oh, he ate it!
Oh, looks like he choked on it and died. The end. Another victory for Edgeworth.
Sir, wow. You just killed a man.
I know, I'm pretty awesome.
March 14th, 5:47 a.m., High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
So, okay. Why didn't he just wipe the tape off of fingerprints? I mean, like he wiped the doors off and just put it back. Why? I mean, it seems like, okay, so the evidence he was bringing to him didn't have anything to do with this case. So I guess. I thought it was like, well, no. But no, the video itself, it was just that the blood was on it. But he could have wiped the blood off. Right? I don't know. Just wipe the blood and the fingerprints off and put it back. It's stained the tape. It couldn't come off, I guess.
This person has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir.
Very good. Oh, we didn't even go to trial. So I guess I may have just solved stuff without needing to go to trial anymore.
That means I'm not showing up in the game at all. Damn it!
No, that means when you're not gonna show up, or you're not gonna show up to make you out and all the time.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait for the next episode of Council Voice before we get more sweet, sexy, tomato judgy action.
Yes, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing.
Shut up, I'm trying to think and talk and stuff. I also got back from the lab and text on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. Blood came and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. As a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so much, very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. Thanks for saving me from getting arrested again. Press beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in the murder in my office. Please get my apologies.
Oh, something really compared to what I've been through, I mean. Consider myself lucky that was only a burglary and murder this time, sir. If it had been a hold-up for a sausage situation, I'd been throwing my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
That's good. Same tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail. Why are we hiring you anyway?
You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsmouth really was one corrupt prosecutor.
Why would you say he was corrupt?
Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things relating to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses forged, sir.
Forged evidence, huh?
And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Oh, that guy is a complete disgrace to the entire profession. Rah, rah.
You never get around asking what his reason for bringing my office was.
Yeah, whenever he got near that topic, he just clammed up.
Well, he can be pretty certain that it was to steal something.
It's just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization involved behind the scenes.
Oh, well. With Mr. Portsmouth not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this.
The Mr. Sportsman isn't the bad guy?
I didn't say that, but rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. And here in Miles Edgeworth Investigations. So we haven't figured out, the same as this piece of evidence. This. Take that! Person who stole this file, the other villain of the night.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Interesting. I kind of like the idea that a case like this will sort of, like, bits of the case will carry over into the next case, you know? Like, not everything was solved here. I like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir?
Yes, similar sounding guard.
I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir.
This card. Oh my god. It's little wings or something.
Sir, is that a bird or something on there?
No, it's not just any bird. It's the mark of the raven. Quote the raven. Eat my shorts. I mean, a three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective.
Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? That great thief that everyone's talking about?
Yes, the mark of the great thief, Yata-Karasu. Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yata-Karasu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Huh. Yata-Karasu haunts embassy. The noble Yata-Karasu vigilante of the business world reappears. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yata-Karasu appears and vanishes at will. Totally different from the other guy that we had the last game. Or 2 games ago, whatever the hell it was. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. Corporate dealings exposed. The Yata-Karasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once the target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with a single card. Although it has been a while since the Yata-Karasu's last appearance.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, looks like something's written on the back.
What? Let me see. Give me.
It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files.
So the person who stole the contents of the file was this Yata-Karasu. Yata-Karasu organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yata-Karasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. 2 days ago. The end. Turnabout Airlines. That's an interesting one. Turnabout diddly-biddly-diddly. All right, well, I guess on that note, I'm gonna end it here for now. This is interesting. I'm enjoying this so far. I like how it's I like that it's structured where a case carries over in the other one. It's not like a totally separate entity. I remember you guys have been telling me too. You said that while this game is actually pretty good, apparently the one that comes after it, Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2, apparently is supposed to be like really fucking good. Like you guys are saying, like it's like one of the best games in the whole like Phoenix Wright series or something. I'm like, wow, really? And apparently it wasn't, that game actually hasn't even been officially translated into English, but it apparently was so good. I guess it did actually get a fan translation. So if I do decide to play it, I will actually be able to LP it, which is good. But anyway, like if you enjoyed, subscribe now, become Pick a Big One aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Until next time, guys, stay edgy.